Is it always more effective than running ads? No. But is it going to be most of the time? Probably. And when it's effective, it's going to be completely life-changing.
The difference between having a YouTube channel versus running ads, because we're actually going through that ourselves, right? In terms of, what we need to do and why a business would choose that, right? Business A is going down the path of like, well, we need to market. And so they end up going to an agency, right? A PR firm or an agency and saying, look, we need influencers on this. We're willing to pay you $30,000 a month to go out and find these guys. As opposed to, can I create my own, right? Or can I do it in-house with a team, spend the same amount of money? Because it's very similar to what we preach this. I preach this a lot, which is somebody would come to us through the creative agency and say, I don't know why the hell we're not converting, right? We're spending tens of thousands of dollars every month on running ads. And before I did anything, I would just go to their website and it would look like it was built in the 90s. It's a similar thing. They barely spend any money at the end of the trail, but they spend it all at the top. It's like, come see this amazing thing. And then when they get there, everyone's disappointed. It's like, why would you do that, right? Why are you going to spend tens of thousands of dollars every single month when all you got to do is either A, make your product better, or B, at least make the landing page or website better? Same thing with marketing in general. Like just why would you spend, like volume, I guess it's, quantity over quality. I guess you can keep doing that, or, make your offer, your value just better and make it look better.
Basically, the idea of instead of paying for your marketing, having an option to get paid for your marketing.
That's the other thing.
And because the way YouTube works is it reaches millions of people with whatever your product or service, whatever your message that you're trying to promote or pay for advertising. Well, instead of paying $5,000, $10,000 a month in your ad budget, simply switch that $5,000, $10,000 a month to creating cool content that is related to your product or service. So you're spending the same amount of money. And honestly, depending on the impressions you get for either doing the videos with ads or doing the videos creating them, that factors in. But if you're getting even like a tenth of the impressions by doing it organically, those are way stronger impressions than running a 5-second ad that everyone's trying to skip.
Yeah.
So your impression value is so much higher. And you get to know your customer and they get to know you. And you get to start creating the things they want to see. And you build trust with them. And now, eventually, when you get monetized, you start getting ad revenue, which is pretty significant. I mean, we run our whole business on ad revenue.
Yeah.
We don't even market our own. We don't, you know what I mean? Like, we're not a business or server. We're just content creators. But if we were, it'd be like, oh, well, we're just going to basically create our own channel, give as much value as we can, create as much great content as we can, and then also pitch what we do. And hopefully you end up getting paid by ad revenue, that 5 to 10K back or a lot more. And now you're making money on a far more effective advertising budget. And I'm not saying that's how it happens every time, but if that has even a 20%, 5%, 10% chance of working, which has more than that, then you're in a much better situation, much better situation. And certain companies are starting to do that. Or they're starting to buy out little channels to be effective marketing engines for them that actually bring in income.
Yeah.
So there's a brand new way to
which we know firsthand.
That brings in income.
Yeah, which we know firsthand, right? Somebody reached out to us for that exact same reason.
Yeah, they wanted to buy one of our channels because they had an app that was monetized to probably worth a few $1,000,000, this app company. Mm-hmm. And our demographic was the same, and they'll buy it for X amount of money. And then basically they'll make that ad rev. So in 2-3 years, they'll break even on that purchase. But meanwhile, and then they'll make a ton of money in the long run. But meanwhile, they get to pitch their app for as long as they want, or any other products they develop. So if you're looking, to advertise, that's such a great way to do that. Didn't exist before unless you were a mega millionaire buying up news companies and stuff, or buying up like network television. Like, the TV show is going to make me money, and I'm going to pitch my politician or my, pharmaceutical drug or whatever it is. Yeah. So it has existed before on a much larger level. But like now, as a small business, you can literally, you don't even have to spend money. You can just create the content yourself, and now you're not spending $5,000 or $10,000 at all. So you cut that from the budget.
Yeah.
And now you're pitching your stuff. So now you have a marketing mechanism that truly makes you money and gets impressions. Is it always more effective than running ads? No. But is it going to be most of the time? Probably. And when it's effective, it's going to be completely life-changing. completely life-changing. Instead of losing 10K a month, you're making 10K a month, and you're pitching your stuff. So it's pretty incredible, and it's available to anyone who has a phone.
I mean, it's just a powerful, if you think about the comparison, it's just so hard to say in long term, if it works out, that it could be the greatest marketing decision a company makes. You're not only creating the opportunity to market yourself better, but you have control over it, and you have the ability to make another stream of revenue, which is crazy.
And the amount that you learn about your demographic through
The learning.
deciding what content you need. Like, why do I need this content? Well, okay, I'll go to vidIQ and check it out.
Right.
What are other people doing? Okay, minutes of research with the right mechanisms, and you're like, oh, they're searching for that. That's interesting. I could make a video about that.
Yeah.
You start to really understand what your customers are looking for, which is another extremely powerful thing. Instead of just blasting out ads into the abyss, that people just tune out, unless they're like, my washer is broken. Shit. Okay, what's that number? Unless that's happening to them, 95% plus of those ads are just going right into the drain.
Yeah.
People who watch YouTube videos click on them.
Yeah.
They want to watch that YouTube. They choose your ad in effect, as opposed to you just like being like, no, don't skip just yet, or whatever.
And there's all different forms to do that. Like I saw a video with ClickUp that's going viral right now. So ClickUp's the company that kind of organizes your company. It's like another version of software that we use. They did a really funny HR video, right? And it's going viral to the point where my sister sent it to me.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just naturally, you're going to get like, oh, that was funny, but also like, who made this? So like they're creating, it doesn't necessarily have to be about that product. You could do it in so many different ways. And with today's market and the availability of so many different platforms, it's almost, I don't want to say it's a home run, but if you have enough resource, you have the cash, and you know exactly what it is that you want to bring to the table, I mean, you could really hit it out of the park pretty well. It could be, like I said, it could be the biggest marketing thing that you do as a company, right? Like the biggest payoff, your biggest sales guide could be that, an automatic system that you create.
Reshape it, replacing the truth. I really can't hate it, but the lies are so creative. I don't mean to celebrate it, but it's cool. But look, the more that I deny you, as the fuel to the fire, your delusions I desire, but it's cool.